Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Starfield with Bad Day Guy Gaming, where we're back at New Atlantis, we're back at Mast, and it's time to talk to Casper the Friendly Ghost down in the basement. We've discovered that heat leeches evolve into terramorphs, and that the Lazarus plant releases spores or whatever it is it releases.
Authorized personnel only.
Yep.
Your friend has to stay here.
Wait there, Sam. Whatever it releases causes a near instantaneous evolution, and that's what was done for the attacks, both in Tau Ceti and here on New Atlantis. And I have a feeling he knows that.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, we did a lot more than that. Don't play dumb. We know you're behind the attacks. Well, no, we don't know that it was him. I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me? Because, yeah, I don't think he was directly involved with the attack. Why would he attack his own people? He is truly dedicated to protecting them. But I think he knows who did.
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Oh. Oh, we did, and a lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
Okay. We found a recording of you discussing the use of terramorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you really don't know anything about the attacks. Is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
Okay. I've got no plans to tell anyone. I just want the truth.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
No better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they have. Let's start first with who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
Yeah, I think you're about the weapon. No, actually, this seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once.
You just said it took years to use the plant. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
And so I'm just your cleanup crew. You think you're very clever.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, you're going to be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I hope you've enjoyed this talk, because once I tell the Cabinet, it'll probably be your last.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Yeah. I believe I am doing the right thing. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to go yet. I'm going to do exactly what it says. I'm going to go tell her. No, he doesn't. He has to come with me. I'm going to go tell her because I can confirm she did not know this. She doesn't even know he's alive except for the fact that I told her. As much as I dislike the
Ah, weird.
politics
I was
of it,
just thinking.
guys, we need to talk.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aceles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Oh, yeah. He confessed he organized the attacks from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage to make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
I know what it's like having a famous name, but this is flat out insane. Monstrous.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Okay, what do you think the cabinet will do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position, and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
He deserves punishment.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
I agree. What kind of risk are there if we decide to bring back the other
Aceles
Achilles?
aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aceles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
I agree. Plus, I think in the long run it would be beneficial because, yeah, apparently since they're good eating, once they get the terramorph and the heat leech population under control, there's no reason why we can't go back to farming them, especially, free range. Let them eat all the terramorphs they want, and we get an effective use of protein, as is often said. Let's see. I think we don't need to know anything else at this point. Let's
Anything
just
else
head
we
in.
needed to discuss?
Nope, that's it. Let's head in.
Then here we go.
Okay. Oops. Slip of the finger. Are you still stuck here? Almost feel bad for the guy now. Could they walk any slower?
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That is correct, ma'am. It was a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using terror morphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
The report isn't the whole truth, but it was Vay Victus who organized it.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Emergency recorder snippet. Yep.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Correct.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vay Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Whatever the cabinet thinks is the right course of action.
It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Ma'am, I believe the other factions should be involved in securing the Lazarus plant. They're going to find out, and the only way to guarantee that nobody uses it is if everybody secures it.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Why? So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
The UC doesn't exactly have the best track record. This would ensure good behavior from both sides.
Every single thing the UC did was reprehensible. You better believe the Freestar Collective can handle this better.
Oh, that is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
I agree.
Someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Let's see. No. The microbe may be safe. It may even be slightly more effective, but it is not. The Aseles are a better long-term solution, and even outside of the Terramorphs, restoring their population could be hugely beneficial as a side effect. I mean, the reason why they almost went extinct is because we almost ate them into extinction. Once they get the
Gather your
Terramorphs,
thoughts, and let's continue.
yeah, once they get the Terramorphs under control, we'll still have these guys everywhere. The microbe won't have any use beyond the Terramorph problem. So I think they are the best solution.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
I expect my evening constitutionals are about to become a whole lot more eventful.
Hardly. You may just have a little more company than before.
Order, please. And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
A penthouse.
Here, clearing out bad guys. Here, you deserve this.
3,000. Okay, apparently it's money day. Penthouse apartment. Sounds cool and all. We'll go check it out, but I still prefer my outpost. Come on in, guys. Net station. Oh, they must have got off on another floor. Speak to Commander Tula. Never mind. Let's run back up. Commander Tula!
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Oh, well, thank you. It's an honor. Can you tell me about what a Class 1 citizen is?
It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation. Only ever met a couple myself, and certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Ooh, 12,000. That's incredibly generous. I'd rather drink engine oil than live into it. I want to say that's so bad, but, where's the realty office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
Alrighty then, I think that's it then. Go to activities. Oh, talk with Adreja. The realty office. Yeah, we'll go have a look, I guess. At the district, Ambassador District over here. I see Freestar, House Varoons over on that side. I remember this place. I walked through it once. Nice realty office. No doors. Bet rainstorms and wintertime's fun.
Never a better time than right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If
Well.
you're a citizen, of course. Well, well. If it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
You know what? I'll go ahead and take it, but yeah.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city.
Good. Hopefully I can rent it out or something.
You're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Probably not, unless I'm coming to sell something or buy some ammo, but let's go look anyway. Residential district. I am not going to run downstairs in order to take the transport, like, what, 300 meters? Even though I'm on the edge of running out of oxygen. Oh, relaying medical. One benefit of the place, it is right next to the gun shop over here.
As well or as long as the Galactic Banking Consortium, or GalBank. Again, the customer satisfaction.
You know, I like the terrible.
Mercury Tower? Guess maybe this because this place is hot real estate. Oh, 2 elevators. And a fire extinguisher just... Oh, it fell off the rack. Jeez. Shoddy maintenance for supposedly the best penthouse. Oh, let's see what... Okay, never mind. Okay. I just updated because it's done. Okay, it's a very small bedroom or office, maybe? The balcony, let me go ahead and... Ships coming in. Does it wrap around enough for me to be able to see? I can see ships landing. Let me hop over the railing. There's mine. So, yeah, I could probably jetpack and make it to about there. Then jetpack down the rest of the way. With a good enough pack, I could probably make it all the way. But, yeah, not so much of... And the view looks okay. A few buildings and things around. I really need to get out there and go have a look. I mean, there's some agriculture. A couple of buildings. That could be a science station, maybe. Some more locations up over here. That's another pipeline outpost. Yeah, I mean, it's okay view. Kind of rather have something over there on the top of that mountain or something, though. To be honest, but yeah. A nice little planter out here. The wall is curved, which means it's going to kind of suck for putting things up on it. Yeah, it's got a kitchen. Is this pantry slash storage room, most likely? Let's see what we got here. Oh, a proper bathroom, finally. See, now, we have the toilet, we have the toilet paper dispenser that we can build at our outposts. We've got funky sinks that are all way too high. That one's still pretty high, but a lot better. We have no kind of shower or bathing at all. Maybe we'll just wait for rainstorms or something. Run outside with a bar of soap. But, yeah, we definitely need something like this at the outpost. Yes, I know it's 300 years in the future, but why does this scream 1989? Okay, yeah, not crazy about that. Ooh, nice big room. Is this another door onto the balcony? Yep, same balcony. No, different balcony, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ah, okay, so this one has the view of the port. Nice master bedroom, like the shelves. More 1989 wall art. Air conditioner, most likely. Ventilation. Oh, the other one's like the guest bath bath, and this is the master bath. Yeah, I think I'd rather have a linoleum. What do we have here? Another bedroom. I understand it's a penthouse, but... Oh, laundry room. Okay. Do I really need this many, rooms? I expect to have some roommates. Hey, what this does mean, though, we could probably... Ooh. Alright, like the light fixture. That's cool. Probably means we can get a decent amount renting this place out. Why leave the plants for the renters? Super nice place. Same old space fridge. Okay, from the look of this place, you think it'd be like real fancy stainless steel. I mean, the oven looks nice, and that looks like a cargo box. So, what do you think the monthly rate for this place should be? Music gives a whole new meaning to penthouse, doesn't it?